Our next guest argues the way to combat this rise in socialism begins with education. His name is Isaac Morehouse. He's the founder of Praxis. It's a national apprenticeship program and joins us now. Isaac, thank you so much for being with us. We just listened to her comments, and she's actually, if you look at the numbers, it's actually not correct because Americans working part-time because of a lack of full-time opportunities or wages has actually gone down. In June of 2010, there were 8.6 million people who were working part-time because they couldn't find full-time opportunity. If you look at the numbers now, 4.7 million. That's the lowest since December of 2007. What's your reaction?
Yeah, I mean, there are opportunities everywhere. The economy is full of opportunities. But one of the reasons I think socialism is really attractive to a lot of young people is they maybe don't have the opportunities they thought they were going to get. And this isn't too surprising when you look at the education system. Most young people have spent the first 20 years of their life in classrooms, not out there in the real world, in the working world, and they've been told, just get good grades, go get a degree. So they do, they go into debt for it, debt that they barely understand. They get the degree, and then they come out and they can't get the job that they imagined or that they were promised. And so they feel like somebody owes me something, this isn't fair. And in a sense, they're right. They've kind of been given a story that all you need to focus on is getting that degree and you'll be good to go. When in reality, you've got to learn how to work and hustle and go create those opportunities for yourself because they are out there.
Absolutely. But Isaac, you know, a lot of millennials these days, they've had it pretty darn easy compared to past generations. But your organization, Praxis, is all about, you know, maybe you don't have to go to college. Maybe there are other opportunities out there that you haven't thought about because for so long it's been, if you want to succeed, you got to go to college. Well, you say that ain't necessarily so.
Absolutely. We see it all the time. We work with 18, 19, 20-year-olds. We work with young people who really, they don't necessarily have a lot of skills coming in, but they've got the work ethic and the drive, and they're willing to get out there and work. And so we put them through a professional boot camp for 6 months, and then we place them at startups where they're in a paid apprenticeship, and they're learning on the job, and they're doing real work. And 96% of our grads are getting hired full-time. Wow. Almost none of them have college degrees. So, I mean, there is a way. You can build a phenomenal career without a degree. And in fact, increasingly, the degree holds people back from being able to take opportunities because now they've got all this debt to service and they got to move back into mom and dad's basement. We say you don't need all that stuff. You can jump right out in there into the world and start working now.
What advice do you have for parents that are watching? We don't want to raise our kids to have an entitled personality, or we want to teach them to roll up their sleeves, to get a skill, to be hard workers. So what advice do you have for parents?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, something we found, a lot of the young people that really do well and excel in our program, many of them, their parents are small business owners. And you don't have to be a small business owner, although that's absolutely wonderful if you can. But I think the reason their kids are exposed from a younger age to work, they're exposed to something outside of just classrooms and tests and homework, and they understand the world of earning a living. So any way that you can, you know, expose your kids to that and allow them to kind of be around the world where it's not about whether a teacher likes what you wrote, it's about whether a customer is willing to pay you for something, I think that's a really healthy thing. And especially coming out of high school, even if you want college for your kids and you really give them a gap year at least where they can go out and work for a business and understand a little bit before they go spend 4 years being taught mostly by professors who haven't actually been out in the working world themselves.
That's right. Now, Isaac, I've got a feeling there are a whole bunch of young people and maybe their parents or grandparents watching this segment going, that guy's making a lot of sense. How do they learn more about Praxis?
Yeah, go to discoverpraxis.com, and we've got all kinds of resources there that you can download for free. You can schedule a call if you're interested in the program, but absolutely check it out.
All right.
Great. Isaac, thank you so much.
Thank you.